afternoon, floating a possible 250% tax on dairy products. While the Wall Street Journal reports the Justice Department is investigating what caused egg prices to rise. Joining me now, Congressman Jimmy Gomez, Democrat from California and a member of the Ways and Means Committee. Congressman, welcome back to the show. And you are also a member of the Dad's Caucus, and you've been pushing for action on the rising eggs, the grocery prices. What are your thoughts today as a new tax on Canadian dairy products, 250%, is looming?
Well, I do a lot of the shopping in my family. I go with my wife and my son, and we see the prices going up and up and up, and our savings going down and down and down. Americans are struggling when it comes to the cost of eggs, when it comes to the cost of dairy, when it comes to the cost of bread. So these tariffs are just going to make everything worse. And unfortunately, this administration, Donald Trump, Secretary Bessent, they really don't care that it's going to hurt American people, that the working class is going to hurt. I call this the let them eat cake administration, because it's made up of billionaires that are out of touch with the struggles of everyday Americans.
Okay, that's, of course, reflecting the French Revolution language. So can a DOJ investigation help reduce egg prices? And how much more can the Trump administration do if bird flu is mostly to blame?
Well, one of the things that they can start doing is really hiring back the people that were studying the bird flu, trying to develop a strategy to deal with it. And then at the same time, digging into that issue. The DOJ, fine, go ahead, investigate. But I think that's just a red herring, no pun intended, that they're trying to distract the American people, that they're actually not doing anything about egg prices. Since he got in office, egg prices have increased 33%. 33%. And it's only getting worse. And remember, he said on day one, he would lower costs for everyone, especially on groceries.
Yeah. Also new to discuss this week, the DOGE drama, a clash in the Oval Office over Elon Musk's unilateral cuts. And NBC's Gabe Gutierrez posed a direct question to the president about it. And here's part of his report. Take a listen.
Some details have come out about your cabinet meeting with Elon Musk and some clashes potentially between Secretary Rubio and Secretary Duffy.
No clash. I was there. You're just a troublemaker. And you're not supposed to be asking that question because we're talking about the World Cup. Elon gets along great with Marco, and they're both doing a fantastic job.
But the two sources say Rubio and Duffy did push back on Musk, accusing him of firing their employees without any consideration for whether letting them go was a good idea.
So we heard Donald Trump say what happened, but a number of people suggest otherwise. Does the level of frustration inside that cabinet, as reported, surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me, but I want to be very clear. I think Donald Trump one day is going to toss Elon Musk to the side, because right now Elon suits his purpose, right? Cut as much as you can from the federal workforce. They don't give a damn about it. And then what he's going to do when it starts dragging down his poll numbers, he's going to say, I didn't do it. It was all Elon Musk. But at the same time, those tensions, I'm not surprised, because remember, Marco Rubio was more of a traditional Republican until he got into that cabinet. This is the guy that also authored legislation to prevent NATO from the president from withdrawing from NATO without a 2/3 vote from the Senate. And then he sat quietly when basically Donald Trump and Elon Musk and all these folks are not only attacking Ukraine, but also questioning our alliance to NATO. So I'm not surprised there's that tension, but don't let it distract. When Elon Musk is done, his purpose is done, and Trump doesn't need him anymore, he's going to get rid of him, and he's going to blame Elon for everything that's been done.
We'll see. The Department of Homeland Security wants to use IRS records to track down 700,000 undocumented immigrants who pay state and federal taxes. And some advocates suggest immigrants may stop paying their taxes. What are you hearing about this from your constituents out there in Los Angeles?
Yeah, there is a real fear on this, and that comes back from the fact that folks at DOGE were trying to get their hands on the Treasury payroll system, payment system, as well as the IRS system. So we knew that they were going to go in this direction because these folks, nothing's off limits, even though giving up tax information is a violation of a section called Section 6103F, and because tax information is so sensitive. But if they can get your an individual's information that they think is undocumented, they can also get yours. And remember, this administration has been butchering and screwing up anything that they've gotten their hands on from these departments. That's why they fired. Don't forget, they fired people that were in charge of making sure our nuclear weapons were secure. They fired people that were meant to track down and investigate the bird flu to combat that. So do we trust them that they're going to actually only focus on undocumented immigrants? No. I have no doubt that they're going to make this even worse. So you're going to not only lose out on tax money, but you're also going to probably violate citizen and legal residents' information and put them at risk and their money at risk.
Yeah. Okay. California Congressman Jimmy Gomez, thank you for your time with us. Appreciate that. Former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio joins me next to talk about sanctuary cities and the charges Eric Adams is facing.